worldwide. Every weight class. It's Lewis Heaton. Whiskey Bynum. It's the Boxing Rush Hour Show, hosted by Abraham Gonzalez. You know what you came for? Yes, indeed. This where you come to get your info. Listen up. Other shows throwing the towel. It's the Boxing Rush Hour Show. Let's go. In the ring we throw hands, octagon elbows. Analytical, critical commentary is necessary. A bevy of opinions, we heavy on the winning. This podcast is to break down the pay-per-view. For boxing purists, you'll let this man through. We rise right, surprise sight at the prize fight. Hands taped up and gloves tied tight. Ring the bell, want some, get some. Let the chips pour where they may. Work the George Crumb.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to the Boxing Rush Hour Show. I have some exciting news. I'm thrilled to announce my partnership with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert, opening up an incredible opportunity for you to join some of my favorite sports books. With the packed boxing schedule coming up, there's no better time than now to get started. Head over to my dedicated page at signupexpert.com/fightsatw to explore a selection of sports books tailored to your region, each with unique offerings. If you're ready to take your sports betting to the next level and show some love for my brand, I highly recommend signing up for your next sports book through my Sign Up Expert link. You can easily find it in the description below. Go. All right. Here we go. Ramon Cardenas, what is the deal? How's it going?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Good, good. How about yourself, man?
Good. Listen, you got this big fight coming up, right? Somewhat of a big fight. No, I'm kidding. May 4th, you're fighting Naoya Inoue for the undisputed super bantamweight title. Before we go into anything else, who the hell are you outside of the ring? Because people want to know that. People, they can look up your box record and stuff, but who are you outside of the ring?
I think, like I told the last guy, man, I'm a regular person like everybody else, man. I have my good days and I have my bad days and I have my ups and I have my downs. And I'm just a person who's trying to accomplish his dreams. As a kid, I dreamt about winning a world title, man. I'm almost there to accomplish that. And that's really, man, that's really who I am. I'm very laid back, I'd say. I'm very easy to work with, very laid back, and I'm not um out and about all the time. I'm just a normal person like everybody else.
Okay, and so like what are some of the things that people may not know about you?
Some of the things that people may know about might not know about me is I like to do Lego sets. I like to play video games. I like the van life stuff. I don't know if you ever heard about van life, where
Van
people
life?
travel. Yeah, people build out their van. They put a restroom in there, and then they put like a kitchen thing, and they live in their van and they travel the United States and stuff.
Yeah, I've
So
heard
I've
that in
always,
Europe. In Europe, they do that a
oh
lot.
yeah, so I've always wanted to do that here in the United States. So I like that as well. I like the film industry in a sense. I like, like the movies. I love movies. I love watching movies and stuff like that. But for me, it's a little different because for me, it's like I see. For me, my brain works is I'll watch a movie and I'll try to already set up what's gonna happen at the end.
Mm,
And tell myself, okay, if I was writing this movie, this is how I would do it, like A, B, and C, and D.
got you. It
And
seems like you're really interested in things that challenge your mind. Because even though like a Lego sounds like, kitty, right? It can really challenge you when it comes to like actually building it. People
hmm
get
hmm
frustrated and they stop halfway or from the beginning.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure, bro. Like that's one thing for sure that it does. It's cool because for me it's like relaxing, but there's certain parts where I'm like, damn, like how the like what's going on here? And then I'm like, okay, okay, just stay chill. Like I'll relax and then okay, I'll focus on like trying to fix it.
Gotcha. All right. And then I'm interested in knowing like kind of talk us through the whole like the process of getting the in away fight. Like how did all that come about for you?
Really, man. I mean, all it was a phone call, brother. I was talking to my manager. So he had just called me. My manager had just randomly called me, and we were just talking, and we were just talking about something else. And he was like, out of random, he was like, "Would you like to fight Inoue?" And I was like, "Yeah, I told you that that was a fight that I was very interested in and that I wanted." He's like, "Okay, May 4th." And I said, "Wait." I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, damn." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And then he was like, "Just can't tell me, just don't say nothing." He's like, "Just stay quiet. We're still negotiating, but just stay quiet about it." And I was like, "Okay." So then I ended up calling my friend at the time, my trainer, my other trainer, Ronnie Cantu. I ended up calling him, and I was like, "Hey, dude, I think we're gonna fight anyway." And he was getting a haircut. He was like, "Shut the fuck up." And I was like, "Nah, yeah." He's like, "Bro, are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, I just talked to my manager, I talked to Mike, and this and that. He's like, "Oh man, like, dude, like, okay." I was like, "Don't tell nobody though." So then I called my dad, and my dad was like, "What? Like for real?" And I was like, "Yeah." So um, yeah, man, it happened fast, dude. Because for me, he was in negotiations with Picasso, and then he was in negotiations with the MJ, with all these people, and for me, it was like, nah, it's not gonna happen. But then when it finally happened, I was like, oh shit, okay, hell yeah, like I got my chance, hell yeah.
That's what's up. All right, and then so talk to us a little bit about the your camps. Like, so where is your camp, and who's in charge of getting you together, or helping you put together, or what's going to be the game plan for fighting Inoue in May?
So right now, my camp, well, I've been training with Joel. This is our fourth fight together, or with Joel and Ronnie Cantu. Those are the guys that are, and those are the guys that are in charge of it. And then I have my strength and conditioning coach as well, Benjamin Hernandez here in Coachella. Um, I have, Tonio has been helping us as well. Tonio Diaz as well has been helping. It's been just a team effort, recently, man, because everyone knows the magnitude of this fight, and it's like anything, man. We all want to bring those titles back to Coachella, and I want to take them back to San Antonio. So that's what we're waiting for in a sense. We all know that this is a team effort, fight, and again, we're just all as a team, we're just working hard, man.
Yeah, yeah, and the weather's already getting hot over there in Coachella, I bet.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, you gotta take a shower at night or early in the morning.
Yeah, bro. Right now I'm sweating. I'm sweating, and I'm literally just laying here, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Listen, it's no secret. Heavy underdog, betting underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
that's just what it is, right?
Yeah.
When you hear that, right, or when you see that or read that, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
Um, the first thing that pops into my mind when I see the underdog is it's really just one of those things where it's only I don't even know how to explain it, man. Like it's one of those things where that's okay. Like in a sense that's okay. Um no one has to believe in me but myself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm taking it. Like no one has to believe in that I can win, but if I believe in it, then I know it's possible. And that's how I see it, man, with the underdog and all that stuff. I've been an underdog before in my career, and you know, it doesn't necessarily phase me, man, because in the ring it's different. All the betting odds and all that stuff. It's just different, man. I was a I was an underdog when I fought Rafael Pedrosa. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's too small." Pedrosa 6 foot something and his jab, and I knocked him out in the second round. And then I was an underdog when I fought Israel Picasso, and I broke his jaw in the sixth round or fifth round. Like these things, like the underdog role is something that I've never been scared of, man. Because my dad told me when I was a kid, when I first turned pro, man, he's like, you're gonna have to fight some guys eventually that are gonna or might be better than you, or might you're gonna have to fight somebody who's gonna fight back eventually. And I got to that point where I started doing that, and I was like, you know what? Like, it's not as bad as I think it's not as bad as people think. And again, that's the role that I took in my career, and now look at me, bro. I'm fighting for undisputed world, for undisputed world titles.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. And listen, May 4th is going to be here at a snap of a finger, right? And so at the end of that night, like in your mind, how does that fight play out?
Um, I mean, I think like every other, like every athlete, man, I'm never gonna say I'm going in there to lose. So, if I had it all, if I could write a story right now, I would tell you that I come out victorious, man, and I go home to my family, and I get welcomed with a big old parade, stuff like that. That's how I would tell you. Um, that's how I see it, man. Be able to after or even right after the fight, be able to you know, walk down the Vegas Strip with my family, man, and with my girlfriend, and just enjoy the moment. Kind of be able to enjoy the moment, suck on like as funny as it sounds, like suck in the moment and say, hey, man, like I've worked my whole life to get here since I was 12 years old. I've worked my whole life, and I finally got here, man. And I'm like, oh, finally, like this whole weight off your shoulders type of thing, like. It's like you, man. Like, let's say you, right, your page. When you first started your page, you used to tell yourself, man, I'm one day I'm gonna get 100,000 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, and then you get there and you finally get there. You're just like, oh, yes, like I made it to where I want it to be.
Yeah,
That's how I'm gonna be, man. Like the same feeling. I'm gonna have the same one.
that's what's up. All right, and listen, if we were in let's say the press conference right now, and you were standing right in front of Inoue, would there be anything that you would say to him? That whatever that may be, good, bad, kind of like trying to intimidate him, whatever. But what would you tell Inoue if he was standing right in front of you?
I mean, I would just tell them, really, man, thank you, brother. Because at the end of the day, like it's a sport. I don't. I think that's what separates a lot of people from like in a sense like reality is it's just sport. Like I don't ever take it personal because it's not personal, man. It's like any other sport like basketball, football, soccer. We love to do it. It's just a very gruesome sport, but it's a sport. So ultimately, I would just tell them thank you for the opportunity, man, and let's give up people a good fight, one that they can remember both of us for, one that they both of us are gonna be remembered in history for. And that's all I would say, brother. Again, I've never taken the sport serious. Well, not serious. Let me reword that. I've never taken the sport personal.
Yeah.
Where I've never taken it personal where, I see somebody and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. Nah, I've always said, hey man, like good luck to you, good, and good luck to me. Obviously, I want to win just as bad as you want to win, and just go out there and it's just as funny as it sounds, man. It's just fuck each other up for people's entertainment, you know.
Oh man. Hey, and lastly, what do you want to tell the fans that are going to be seeing the film that's going to hit the theaters starring Ramon Cardenas going up against Naoya Inoue on May 4th?
Man, I just want to tell them, really, man. Like, just thank all my supporters, thank everybody who believes in me, and thank everybody who just who's been supporting me, man. Like I said this earlier. When it comes to like the naysayers and the negative people and the people who have anything negative to say, I don't really respond to them, man, because for them, it's like it's easy to say, oh, Ramon's gonna get knocked out in 3 rounds or 4 rounds or this, but it's like for me, it's like you get in the ring then. Let's see how hard. Let's see how easy it is if you get in. You know, like it's easy to critique on the keyboard. It's easy to say, oh, X, Y, and Z and ABC and stuff like that. But let's see you get in the ring. Let's see you go in front of thousands of people, if not millions of people, thousands of people in the stadium and millions of people watching. Let's see how easy it is for you to do that. And so that's for the supporters and stuff, man. For people who love boxing, like who love boxing, I want to thank them for just continuing supporting boxing and the movement and the direction that everyone's going towards boxing, man. Uh, for the people who have anything negative to say, man, for them, I don't even acknowledge them. Because like I told you, brother, if it was easy, man, everybody would do it. If it was easy, everybody would get into the ring, put some gloves on, and fight in front of millions of people. But it's not, man. Only a certain amount of crazy people have it in them to actually do it. And I'm just one of those guys who are crazy enough to go in there and do it. And that's really it, man. Because for me, I wanna go back to again. I've been saying this, and I want to lead by example of the best fighting the best.
Hmm.
I want to have it where who cares about a loss, bro? Name me one fighter besides Floyd Mayweather that retired undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Rocky Marciano, but he had a draw.
Yeah.
But name me one fighter that retired undefeated besides
Yeah.
Floyd.
All the
No
legends.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the
All the
legends
legends
have
have lost.
lost.
Yeah.
They all lost. But does that make them any worse of a fighter? No.
No.
You don't ever hear, and it's funny because you don't ever hear people say Arturo Gatti was a terrible fighter. You don't ever hear it. You hear that he was a warrior, bro.
Hmm.
Arturo Gatti gave it all he got. Same with Mickey Ward. Same with even Emmanuel Augustus, bro. You have guys like Emmanuel Augustus that have a lot of losses. But I know people who fought Emmanuel Augustus personally, and they say, bro, that was the toughest fight I ever had. You know what I mean? And even Chop Chop Corley, bro, like had 20 something losses, not 30. Uh, One of the greatest of all time because he fought everybody and he hurt Floyd Mayweather, he hurt Miguel Cotto,
Hmm.
like, and even those guys, Miguel Cotto, bro, has losses. Like Manny Pacquiao has losses, but does that make him any worse of a fighter?
Correct.
You know what I
Correct.
mean? So I
Yeah.
think I think we need to go back to that mindset of maybe these top of the line fighters wouldn't mind fighting the other top of the line fighters if everybody supported you the same and didn't write you off after a loss or didn't write you off after you lost to another good fighter. You know what I mean? If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Like how the hell, like again, like I said, like Muhammad Ali when he got knocked out by Joe Frazier. You don't ever hear people say, "Oh, Muhammad Ali was a terrible fighter." No, he was one of the greatest of all time.
Hmm.
He had 6 losses, 5, 6 losses. Does that make him any worse? No. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I mean, again, brother, it is what it is. But that's what I always say to the fans, man. I just want people to go back to that mentality of like the best fight, the best. Who cares, win, lose, or draw, man? As long as you're watching the best fights that you want to see.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, Ramon, I appreciate your time. Wish you the best of luck. And who knows? Let's see if you get that parade down in San Antonio.
That's the plan, brother. Thank you, man.
All right, take
Thanks,
care. Have a
Dave.
good
Ramon,
night.
you're all set for today, brother.
Thanks,
We'll
Evan.
talk soon.
It's the boxing rush hour show.